They came out of nowhere. With their cruisers, plasma weapons, and mechanical beards. Organized. They took our village by force. They left nothing behind but tears and devastation. They were looking for gold and Elysium, the girl that fell from the sky. And only one person was prepared to save her. He woke her up, contacted her fiancé, and took her to the lower Ascension station, only to learn the shocking truth once he got there. Cletus, Gold's fiancé, wasn't acting out of love. He had an agreement with Ulysses, the mysterious leader of the Organon, and Argus, his right hand. They needed the Ascension codes, hidden away in Gold's brain implant, and they wanted to erase her memory. They wanted to make sure no Elysian would ever know that our world is inhabited. For their goal was terrible beyond imagination. They wanted to blow up our world. But they had failed to reckon with the One. He swapped the cartridges. And he restored Gold's memory so that she could bear the truth to Elysium. The name of this one man, this selfless hero, was Rufus. Dun, 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 dun. Bop, bop, bop.
That wasn't the whole story.
Forcément, ça pouvait pas continuer comme
I
ça.
think it's going to be a trilogy.
Sounds a bit unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievably cool.
But if it really all happened like that, shouldn't I be on my way to Elysium with Cletus? So what are you doing here? Where is Cletus?
J'aimerais bien le
Why am I
savoir.
unable to remember any of this? And forgive me for asking, but why is there a burning saw blade stuck in the side of the ship?
Oh, that. Oh, well, I was about to get to that part. So listen up. Da 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 da.
Je pense qu'on va voir la suite de l'histoire, en commençant par le début.
You're being pathetic again about accurate bacteria in the fridge. It's getting boring, but packing bags due to dirty socks I threw to lampshades rim borders on Anadon's gone. Didn't I explicate it? Are you still not persuaded? There's cracks growing on your tympanic membrane. Remember Deponia, self-sacrifices, and gosh, not to start all over again.
Huzzah, all over again.
Yay! Salut tout le monde, je suis la seule et unique et aujourd'hui, si vous ne l'aviez toujours pas compris, on se retrouve dans un premier épisode pour bien commencer ou continuer Deponia avec un peu plus de chaos. Comme s'il n'y en avait pas assez. Et...
Trash.
oui,
Trash.
j'ai l'impression d'avoir déjà entendu ça.
And more trash.
Isn't it adorable?
Adorable.
Yeah, sure. Hard to imagine I ever wanted to leave here.
Ah, Rufus. This is the lad I was telling you about.
Il est adorable ce piaf.
Him? From what you told me, I had imagined a smart young man, not a filthy bum.
Mais
There's more to him than meets the eye. When I first met him, Rufus was still a... How shall I put this?
Just say it. I was a self-indulgent slob, but I'm steadily improving.
That's right. Right now, for example, he is helping Bozo to get the trawler shipshape.
So I am. I was gonna ask you whether I can borrow your hammer.
No problem. You can take it from my toolbox over there.
Thanks, Doc. You're the best.
Je peux prendre le piaf au passage.
You don't know, really. Something just doesn't seem right about that boy.
Mais
But Grandma Utz, whatever are you talking about?
t'es bon? T'es bon? Est-ce que je... Il y a toujours les boutons. Oh, des boutons! Plus de boutons!
Did he even wash his hands?
Of course he did. Rufus is very clean.
That's good. I have a very limited supply of water.
C'est pas un bouton. C'est ça ta boîte à outils?
I just don't like it when people snoop around and invade my
Oh,
privacy.
ça va! Pire que mon ex.
But Grandma, Rufus isn't a peeping Tom.
Confort est maximal. Je pourrais parler au doc, mais on va quand même décider de récupérer son marteau un jour. Qu'est-ce que... Un inverseur de courant.
Aren't
Je
you
le veux.
worried he might steal something?
I trust him completely.
Et tu as tout à fait raison.
Didn't you tell me that he suffers from an exaggerated opinion of himself?
Those days are over. Rufus has learned a lot. He is much more careful than before.
Rufus seems like a brutal thug to me.
Rufus? Brutal? Never.
Oups. Oups. Je... Sors de là.
All I'm saying is that he seems...
Ouais, non, c'est qu'une impression.
Your fears are completely groundless. Rufus has become very careful since his last adventure.
Vous auriez pas vu un marteau, Ah.
And if he has to use the toilet, then he can do that on the trawler.
Of course, Grandma.
It's just that I have hardly any water left.
He's just getting a hammer.
Juste un marteau. Ah. Ah. Bon, je vais prendre le marteau.
I just hope he doesn't turn my whole house
Non,
upside
non, il n'y a
down.
pas de raison.
He's just getting a hammer. How much damage could he possibly do?
C'est qu'un marteau.
Can a person really change so much?
It's very simple. Once burned, twice shy. And Rufus has burned his fingers more than once. He has learned. I would bet the house on it.
Ça tombe bien, comment dire ça c'est ce machin. Ça sert pas à grand chose. Ça c'est la boîte. Je vais refermer ça. Doc, j'aurais besoin d'eau.
May I interrupt for a moment?
Of course. Did you find the hammer?
Well,
Oui,
not that.
comment
It's
dire
in my tool chest. You're welcome to take it, as long as you promise not to wreak havoc.
Not me.
Grand-mère.
May I interrupt for a moment?
Of course. Did you find the hammer?
Ah merde, c'est
Well, not
It's in my... You're welcome to... As long as you...
not me.
Ok.
What if he suddenly blows a fuse?
Believe me, those days are over.
Ça commence bien.
What if he...
Believe...
Est-ce que je peux me barrer quelque part? Non, hein. Ah oui, j'ai ça.
Will you promise me that he won't try to knock me out with a blunt instrument to steal my things?
Not Rufus. When I met him, he may have been a bit crude and sometimes even disrespectful. But at heart, he's a very good boy.
Très.
Will you promise me?
Not Rufus. When I met him, but at heart...
Ok.
If that's all true, then he must have turned himself around 180 degrees.
That's how it is. As if someone installed a power inverter in him.
And he shouldn't give John Thomas too much to drink under any circumstances.
Well, if that's all you're worried about...
Something like that can kill a little bird.
Rufus isn't going to drown your bird by accident.
Oh non, ce serait pas du tout accidentel, enfin.
He would ask before he used my water supply, wouldn't he?
Absolutely.
Good, good. I have to get by on what I have until the end of the month.
T'inquiète, je m'en
Perhaps
sers.
I'm worrying unnecessarily.
Oui, oui, y a pas de raison de se faire du...
John Thomas is very good at self-defense.
Oh, Grandma Utz, as if that would be at all necessary.
C'est vrai, quoi, franchement. Ce manque de confiance.
Almost have me convinced, but there is one thing that still worries me. He had better not clog my garbage disposal. The blades are so sharp. Things are always getting caught in there.
Oh, Grandma.
Oups.
You worry about the silliest thing.
Comment je vais bien pouvoir débloquer ce truc-là? Là, ce
If
bouton-là.
you promise me that he will be careful, then everything is all right. Just as long as nothing happens to my John Thomas.
Promise.
Voilà.
Then I should apologize.
Oh, je vous en prie, madame, c'est vraiment pas la
Suppose
peine.
Rufus really must have improved.
La modestie, c'est important pour moi. Vous n'avez rien à... Vraiment, j'insiste.
Well, what do you know? Here it is.
Have you found it at last?
Ouais.
Yeah, sure.
It certainly took you long enough. I hope you didn't leave a mess.
Me?
Mais non.
way. But enough chit-chat. Bozo's waiting.
Just relax, Rufus. It's not like anything's on fire.
Non, pas du tout.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
By the way, what's that funky smell? Rufus, have you gone completely off the deep end? You almost set Grandma Utz's heart on fire.
All for a good cause.
You committing suicide?
No, I'm traveling to Elysium.
But Rufus, we've been through all that. I thought you would finally become reasonable.
Become reasonable? I am reasonable. And that's exactly why my plan is gonna work this time.
What plan
Ça
are you
utilise...
talking about?
Well, what does it
Ça
look like?
utilise la
Looks
force
like a
centrifuge,
madman's attempt to
la
refute the
capacité,
principle of
la
action and
force
reaction.
centripète
Close
pour
enough.
maintenir les trucs
Goodness
en
gracious
équilibre,
me.
qui tournent.
As soon as I step on these bellows,
Je sais plus
the
du tout le nom des
cork
forces
will
en
hit the
vrai
three
en
targets
jeu.
one by one in a
Il est
spectacular chain reaction. This will cause the rockets to be lit and the safety rope to be cut. I have calculated everything. Just watch and learn. Oh, and keep away from the falling blade if you want to hold on to your fingers.
ça m'a l'air rudement compliqué. Ça m'a l'air rudement compliqué. Alors, let's go.
Take a good look.
Rufus, no!
Too late.
Doc. Uh-oh. Doc, that's not a good place for a nap. The Bunsen burner could boil away the water in the vase any minute. And when the scales pan goes up, it will trigger the guillotine. The fuse is already lit. Doc, are you listening? Wake up!
Doc, je suis menotté.
Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Darn it, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Je...
And whoop! Woof! Perfect body control, as always.
Parfait. Bon, déjà...
Maybe I can scratch a little black powder out of there. That shouldn't affect the flight characteristics of the saw blade, should it? That tickles. With the right momentum, I could catapult the black powder into the air intake of the bellows. Easy. Totally realistic.
C'est important d'être
If the black
précis.
powder reaches the flames, it could ignite the gas. And then, there's bound to be an interesting chain reaction whose outcome is very difficult to predict. What am I waiting
Toujours le
for?
cas avec des explosions. Mais c'est ça qui est fun.
Oh, it worked! I saved Doc!
Yay! Bah.
Rufus! Rufus!
Huh? What?
You haven't answered my question. How did you get here? I just don't understand.
That's because there is nothing to understand. The whole story is nothing but one big filthy lie.
toutes les preuves
Almost
sont
as
là.
filthy as Rufus, but not quite.
Cletus?
Of course it's Cletus. Why would that surprise you? I am not the one who barged in here uninvited.
I have come to save my planet.
Well done, moron. Goal and I had reached an agreement. I was trying to keep the existence of the Deponians a secret from the Council of Elders so that Deponia could be exploded, but Goal convinced me to tell the truth. We were just about to save Deponia. The escape pod was taking us to Elysium.
Oh!
Now, it's useless.
Mais vous
We're not
pouvez
going
pas
to
dire
make
plus
it to
tôt.
Elysium, and the Council of Elders will never learn about the Deponians. Bravo, Rufus. That was a stroke of genius.
Don't listen to him, Goal. He's lying through his teeth.
I don't know. His version does sound pretty convincing.
Now, remember, he's lied to you before. The Goal that I know would never have let him get away with it.
That's because you only know one part of Goal.
Eh,
the part
j'en
that
connais
is
deux
naive and
versions.
idealistic.
The Goal that I know is a fighter who will stand up for what she believes in.
But there is a third part as well. And that part sides with me. Isn't that true, Goal?
There is no third part. You tell him, Goal.
I just don't know. I can't remember a thing.
Of course you can't. Thanks to this Fleabag's brilliant intervention, your brain implant has been damaged. It's a habit of his.
I'll fix it. Don't worry.
J'ai de
You
l'expérience.
still don't get it, do you? We have no use for you here. If you really want to help Goal, then jump. We're directly over the ocean. With a little luck, you may even survive the fall.
No, this isn't right.
Oh, come on. Do what is best for Goal.
Je...
That looks like an ejector seat. Huh, there's still dust on the label. A shrink ray. That's even better than an ejector seat.
Oh, ça me plaît. Oh, ça me plaît.
Wait, there's more dust. Awesome.
Oh, un ours. Oh oui, je veux l'ours.
So far.
Vas-y!
I'm what's best for Goal.
No, don't!
Je veux l'ours!
Nothing. Why? I wonder if...
Uh-oh. No, Goal!
You idiot!
Oups.
Goal! No, 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 no!
C'est pas ma faute, il y avait de la
blasted
poussière,
idiot.
je voulais l'ours,
Cletus,
moi!
help me!
Hang on. Don't panic. I'll come and get you. Somehow.
Do you finally realize the damage you're doing?
Cletus!
J'ai aucun
Don't
dégât!
panic. I'll get you.
Why don't I do everyone a favor and kill you right here?
I'm coming, Goal. Hang in there.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm on my way.
Watch out! The rope's going to break at any moment!
What are you
Comment
doing?
ça?
Did you really think you could get away like that? Say bye-bye, Rufus.
Cletus, no!
Cletus!
Ah!
Apprends à tirer, connard!
Oh dear, what have I done?
Karma!
I still can't believe he really did that.
No need to worry, really. He's just like a wombat. He often falls, but he always lands on
All the others. I know. What is that noise?
What the?
Goal?
Don't be silly. If that were gold, the next we could expect... Rufus?
Rufus.
Je suis tombé sur personne cette fois!
Everything's ready for detonation, Bailiff. Acknowledged, Chief Blaster. Anything else? Are there no new instructions? We could start the countdown now. I appreciate your eagerness, but this is not a training maneuver. This is about destroying the zone around the Rust Red Sea before we blow up the entire planet. I see, Bailiff. Stop interrupting me. I know very well what is at stake here. Do you think I wasn't aware of all the implications? It is true. Inspector Cletus has not yet reached Elysium. We can only guess what kept him, but as long as there is still hope that he will complete his task, we need not worry. Until then, I don't want to hear about any countdowns. Do you understand? Yes, I do, Bailiff. Cletus is going to succeed. He will convince the Council of Elders that there is no sentient life on Deponia. And, if he should fail, then we shall see to it that the planet is indeed uninhabited. Dismissed. I have too many worries of my own to deal with your moral misgivings, so get out! Out, I say! Yes, sir. Where the devil is Cletus?
C'est une excellente... Oh merde! Oh merde! À la précision!
Only the most epic tales feature cool depictions of saw blades crushed into cable boat walls. The attempt, though a blunt stunt, affected goals and planned, which surely can't be blamed on Rufus at all. Reckoning up the sum, the best was yet to come. For the end of part one seemed a little too coarse, and to amend we'll send him to attend a second chance for a decent happy ending, a grand fling with dancing and booze and so forth.
A sound with tousse and so forth.
Yay! Le marché noir! Je suppose. Je crois, il me semble. Hein. Il me semble que c'est ça, c'est là où on allait. Ah, je connais bien ce coin.
Oh, I think I ought to fire my chiropractor. Doc? Huh, we seem to have docked. But where is everybody?
Ils auraient pu me réveiller,
A
ces
note from
enfoirés.
Bozo, that old pirate.
Ah non, mais franchement, je vous jure, aucun savoir-vivre.
Good morning, lazy bones. Doc took Gold to his office. Finally, someone who uses his brain. She wasn't feeling all that well. Yada, yada, yada. Blood from her ears. Blah, blah, blah. You can find me in the tavern. Tavern? Now that sounds promising. Huh, there's something else. Don't forget to go and see Doc. He needs your help. Why can't they ever manage without me?
Bref, quoi qu'il en soit, on va s'arrêter ici pour aujourd'hui. C'est déjà un énorme premier épisode. J'espère qu'il vous a plu, qu'il vous a bien exposé la situation, l'humeur, le ton. Moi, je vous souhaite à tous une agréable journée et je vous redonne rendez-vous la semaine prochaine pour la suite. Allez, bye bye les gens.